It's the video y'all have been asking for, how I got Ashley Trevino kicked off of TikTok.
Not only am I the actual queen of TikTok, and I'm back.
Ashley Trevino graced us all with her presence about a year or a year and a half ago. She became very popular on TikTok for being the inmate hopper and taking everyone along with her on her journey to pick up her then boyfriend Jesse. And that experience skyrocketed Ashley to TikTok stardom. As Ashley grew her audience and became more infamous, Ashley became more and more toxic. Ashley started to show us her true colors, and her real personality was not something anybody was expecting. From talking about victims' families to the victim's family, to being super racist and degrading to her own daughters, to her being neglectful to her kids and not even providing them with beds to sleep on. Ashley continued to go live almost daily, getting drunk and being belligerent and having some very strange interactions with everyone around her, including her own daughters. And then around this time last year, Ashley and Santos did a collab that would go down in TikTok history. The then 19-year-old Santos and the 36-year-old Ashley Trevino did some pretty spicy, gross, and disgusting content on Instagram Live, which ended up getting her banned from platforms. But that didn't stop Ashley, because I think at this point she was addicted to the popularity, which is something, in my opinion, is something that she never had growing up, but she always craved. The attention and validation from male figures in her life is something that I think Ashley holds above everything else in her life. From her dad to boyfriends to people on the internet, if it's a guy, she wants their validation, in my opinion. Earlier in 2025, Ashley decided she was going to take some time for herself and, in my opinion, abandon her daughters for good. She's been banned on TikTok and Instagram multiple times, but TikTok seems to be her favorite platform because she knows that's where she can grow her audience, and people are going to send little baby lines for her to do weird and gross stuff on the internet. In today's video, we're going to take a look at Ashley's most recent ban that I had a very large part of. I started making content about Ashley about 9 months ago. And at first, it was all fun and lighthearted, just poking fun at the things she did. But then as I saw how Ashley treated her daughters, the way she neglected them, the way she talked down about their appearance and asking them if they wanted lip filler, things that are highly inappropriate and very disturbing to hear someone say to their own kid, I decided I wanted to get her off of the internet for good, which is why I make these videos. Not to give her attention and not to give her validation, but to remind everyone on the internet what kind of person she really is, and to also remind you to make sure you report her so we can get off of the internet for good. When it comes to Ashley Trevino, as soon as we think we've gotten rid of her, she comes back.
Not only am I the actual queen of TikTok, and I'm back, but I have a lot of haters too. Remember that.
If Ashley is the queen of anything, I think she's the queen of rage bait. She comes on TikTok, and one of the very first things that she says is that she's back and she's got a lot of haters, and we need to remember that. Like, girl, we never forgot. There's something about the TikTok audience that I think Ashley craves the approval of. If she didn't, she wouldn't come on live and show us that she sees her kids. And in my opinion, this is the first time that she's seen her kids in weeks. And the interaction between her and her kids is quite strange. If you look at the way they talk and they're interacting with each other, and she's kind of talking at them, not to them. And the fact that they say they want specific things, like to go see a concert, and she straight up ignores them, is really sad and really gross, especially since she sent Uncle Fester's son to the Weekend concert and she came on TikTok and bragged about it.
Mercy by the Living Tombstone. I wanted to go to their freaking tour. I wanted to to go to their freaking toilet. She got a big gauge for the holes.
Why'd you get a big gauge?
She don't even know what gauge hers is.
Alexa, volume down. What do you have me listening to, bro? Leanne.
No mercy.
What is no mercy?
I wanted to go to their tour. I wanted to go to their tour. Look at him in Lulu's cage.
Baby, was it good?
What?
The chocolate?
Only 2 pieces.
Oh.
First part I was confused about, but then the second part, but I feel about it.
Do you want, I have mozzarella sticks in there.
This tastes like dark chocolate.
Okay.
I don't like dark chocolate.
Do you want mozzarella sticks? They're Nashville hot, no? Do you want to try the other candy I have? Why do I feel like I'm watching like The Wizard of Oz or something?
I already chose her cream. I have an idea. What's your idea? You should be. I'm not gonna be mercy.
What the heck are y'all listening to?
And she doesn't even acknowledge that her kid wants to go to a concert. That's gross, Ashley.
How are the girls? They're good. They're here right now. Shocking. Yeah, bitch. Your mom is shocking too. She was shocked when she knew she was having you. Oh, I'm sorry, Haley. Get it, Haley. Take what your mama gave you.
Can you imagine that being your mom and you haven't seen her in months? And one of the reasons why that you're afraid to live with her, in the words of Ashley, is because of TikTok. They see you coming to see them and you're on TikTok live. How do you think that makes them feel? And not only does Ashley go to see her kids while she's on TikTok live, she starts saying inappropriate things to the chat that she knows her kids don't like, and she does it anyway. And in my opinion, she does stuff like that to rage bait her audience. So they share the live, they like the live, and they follow her as a creator because they want to be a part of the internet drama that she's bringing to TikTok. Something that I started to notice about Ashley pretty early on, within a month or two of me covering her, is how nasty of a person she is on the inside. She's recently done clips where her and Theo Fester are talking about his wife and the fact that so many people say she's beautiful. And they say, yeah, she might be beautiful, but she's ugly on the inside. But the problem with saying stuff like that is this is the kind of person Ashley is on the inside. She's an ugly person. She talks bad about people. She makes fun of people. She's degrading to people. She comes on the internet and says that people's mamas wish they were dead and they're mad because their mama dead and her mama's still alive and weird stuff like that. And she wonders why no one likes her. The fact that Ashley can come on the internet and do anything, get ready, go shopping, go see her daughters, drink those nasty ass green beers, and people always have the same reaction to her. It's never support. It's always negative and wanting her off of the internet. Nobody truly supports her on the internet. And the following clip is one of the reasons why so many people want Ashley off of the internet forever.
I could be the biggest troll to y'all, and I could figure out who y'all's kids are and troll them just as much. Because remember, I have a big following. I have a big crowd. So I could sit here and find out who y'all's kids are. Carol C, I could sit here and talk about your kids all day long. Because I'm sure if you're ugly, they're not cute or pretty. I'm very positive. If they look like you, baby, y'all belong with the whales, with Shamu and them, okay?
Do you see what I... Like, okay, listen. I understand that she... Like, anybody would be defensive. Like, if you went on the internet, people were saying bad stuff about you all the time, you would be defensive. But when it comes to Ashley, it's because she's always saying bad, nasty, horrible things about everyone around her who isn't a man. We've seen this over and over again. And for Ashley to come on here and say she's going to find people's kids and make fun of them is really gross. There are a lot of things that people will put up with, but it's not talking about their kids. This is one of the reasons why I decided, okay, I'm going to take a whole week and I'm going to focus on getting Ashley off of TikTok. I'm going to find every clip, every video, every live recap, and I'm going to report every single one. And in this next clip, you're going to get to see a live stream from Ashley where I am actually a part of this live, but I'm on a mission. I'm always telling you, don't watch her lives, do watch parties, watch clips that are not from her accounts on TikTok. If you don't know, she has secret accounts that belong to her where she posts negative and pretty degrading stuff about herself for views and money. That's a whole nother story. We'll talk about that in another video. But in this next clip, you're going to get to see a snippet of how Ashley acts when people press her about her nasty attitude.
Anika, I do have two houses. I mean, I stay here and then I have my apartment, so I do have two places. Yeah. I really, oh my God, haven't even been to my apartment in a month. My glasses are from Amazon. They're reading glasses, girl. My favorite book genre is honestly romance. What book are you reading? Honestly, I haven't read. I'm not living out of bags. Like, my other stuff is in his closet. You're weird. Oh my God. I am so sorry that y'all are so miserable. So y'all try to like pick on me. But in reality, it doesn't work. Maybe one day you'll be where I'm at. And you won't have to worry about nothing. You won't have to go to work. You won't have to, you know. But I am so sorry that you literally have to try and make somebody feel bad because you're miserable. Either you're lonely, you're fat, you're ugly, something.
Nobody, bro.
Some of the West Coast
Then tomorrow sometime, maybe. But I'm gonna log off for a little bit and yeah. Y'all have a good night. I actually want to scroll on TikTok and see. Go cry. What the hell? You're dumb, bro. You're dumb. I bet your mom cried when she found out she was pregnant with you. And she knew she was gonna have an ugly child. Thank you, Dandelion. Thank you, Najee. Okay, I gotta get off real. Because if not, I'm gonna keep talking shit. I'll see you later.
Okay, so I did blur some of the portions of the chat out of that live for a reason. I don't want to encourage any of you guys to go out there and do what I did to try to get her off of the internet. That day in particular, that live, my goal was to get her to get off a live stream. And it worked. So basically, if you don't know what's happening in that clip, I am pressing Ashley pretty hard about the nasty, negative person she is. She starts to get really emotional. She starts to lash out at the chat. And I do make a semi-rude comment where I say, go cry. Don't go do that. Don't interact with the animals. Don't play with the poop. We are professionals over here. And for some reason, that is the, I don't know, comment that made her go off and say that my mama was sad and cried when she found out she was pregnant with me because I was going to be so ugly. Those are the kinds of things that Ashley says about everybody. She says their mama's ugly, their mama's embarrassed, their mama's from embarrassment, their mamas cried when they found out they were pregnant with you because you're ugly. These are all the same things that she says to people over and over. And I thought it was kind of funny she said that about my mama because, girl, look at what she created. Hello? Girl, please come on. But it's all rage bait. She's all doing this stuff to make you mad so that you'll comment more, which equals more engagement, which equals more money in her pocket. But thankfully on this day, everyone that was commenting made her so mad she got off a live stream and we were successful in that mission. But it didn't stop there. I continued to report her lies. I took every clip of her saying something bad about other people because she said some pretty nasty things about other people. Like what she said about me was pretty tame, but some of the things that she said about other people was pretty gross. And I do know that she was getting violations. So what you don't see in the clip, because I had to like speed it up, is how many times I got blocked. But I do know that she was getting restriction notifications from TikTok because I was getting the report notifications every time I reported her live. So I know that's why she was getting upset. And I know that's why she finally said, forget it, I'm getting off live. But what you guys don't know about this situation is this day at this time is the exact same moment Tampa Bay was live with Ashley's sister.
Y'all don't laugh. He still needs the teeth. This is only the black part of his mouth, so. Y'all don't laugh, please.
It looks good. You're thinking too hard. I like it, Liz. It looks good. Wait till you start putting those teeth in there.
Yeah, we'll see with the teeth.
All right. Here we go.
Oh, thank y'all.
Thank you, guys. Okay, I'm so scared. What the hell?
Can you see the difference in the support that Ashley's sister gets? I do think that Ashley is very triggered by the fact that her own sister gets love and support on TikTok. I think Ashley is upset and possibly, yes, jealous of her sister because she has love and support on TikTok, which is something that Ashley's never going to have. In the following clip, you're going to see Ashley come on the internet again talking about another creator. Now, this creator she's talking about has been online for a while. She started out kind of like making fun of Ashley and then started doing like recaps of Ashley's lives. And now she still covers Ashley, but she covers the other like drama and internet stories on TikTok. So basically, Ashley's coming on here and being this creator's number one hater. She cannot seem to stop talking about this creator. I've actually seen live streams of Ashley's mods where they are actively talking about this creator. I'm not going to show those clips in this video. I did let this creator know, the one that Ashley's talking about. I did let her know what was happening, that they were trying to dox her, and I sent her the proof. And that's a private conversation me and that creator have. And just as easy as I can have a private conversation with other creators on TikTok, Ashley could have easily had this conversation in private with this creator. But no, she needs money, she needs clicks, and she needs views. So she decided to make a video, which worked out for me because I was able to report this video. And in my opinion, this is one of the reasons why Ashley's account has been banned. And if you're ever wondering how to report someone for behaving the way Ashley does, or just reporting Ashley because, girl, we need your help, you're going to see in this clip how I reported her to TikTok. And ultimately, within a few days, her TikTok account was banned. And I'm happy to be like supporting the cause.
Carol, like, y'all are weird. Stop talking about me, bro. You're that mad? I mean, I can help you get your lips done if you want. Come over here now. Literally.
If you guys want to get Ashley off of the internet, don't go and make comments and do the things I did earlier. Don't do that. The best way you can get Ashley off of the internet is to simply take the clips that already exist of Ashley on the internet, being obviously drunk, doing like the DV skits, talking bad about victims of hate crimes or being unalived. All of those things go against TikTok, Snapchat, and Cameo's terms and conditions. Save those clips, create an email, and send them to those platforms. I know that sounds old school, and yeah, what's that going to do? But all of those things create a paper trail for that username. Make sure you're using Ashley's username. Now, there was a lot of confusion when Ashley's account got banned and people thought that she wasn't really banned. She was banned. The thing is, she went in there and changed her username thinking that was going to save the account. But it doesn't matter if you save the username or not, because everything's connected to your IP address. And that's how Ashley got banned. The one thing that you most certainly cannot do on any platform is come on there and threaten to somebody. Like, girl, first of all, we know Ashley's not going to do that to anybody. We all know she's going to run, scream, and hide, and then come on TikTok live and say, oh my gosh, but if they wanted to get me, they could have got me. Like, we know Ashley's not going to do anything. But the one way that Ashley is always going to mess up, she's always going to come on these platforms and make threats against people, threats of violence, and threats of doing stuff to them. And that is always going to get her kicked off. And in this next clip, Ashley's all sad on Snapchat talking about she's not going to be on TikTok anymore. Like, girl, we know because we got you banned.
The people with the biggest hearts get hurt the most. I told you I wasn't going to be on TikTok anymore.
Now, unfortunately, Ashley has made yet another TikTok account, but she's not able to go live on it yet. So I'm going to say in probably another week or two, she's going to be able to go live. But that's okay. Give me a few more weeks and I'll get that account banned too. But I can't do it by myself. I need your help. I need you to report every single account that you know for a fact is related to Ashley. Have her username, have links or clips of her breaking terms and conditions, not of her doing stupid stuff that you think is funny or disgusting, things that, well, probably are disgusting, but that are breaking TikTok's terms and conditions, that are breaking the terms and conditions of Cameo and Snapchat. The one we need to go after is Cameo, because that's where she's making the most amount of money right now, in my opinion, other than the secret TikTok account she has. I'm not ready to share those accounts yet because I haven't confirmed 100% that she owns them. I'm very close to confirming that, and as soon as I do, I'll let you know. And if you guys want more frequent updates on Ashley Trevino, make sure you go follow Club 1901 on TikTok. I think it's Club 1901 official. I don't know, whatever. I'll put the QR code thing right here so you can scan it, or I'll link it in the description below. But what do you guys think about today's video? What do you think about the fact that Ashley Trevino thinks that she can come on the internet, spread hate, degrade her daughters, talk about victims, and monetize DV? What do you think about the fact that we are winning these little battles against Ashley Trevino? What are you guys doing to get Ashley off the internet? Are you reporting her lives? Are you reporting her to Cameo and Snapchat? Or do you guys just show support to creators like me who are trying to get her off of the internet? Even if that's the only thing you're doing, that's awesome. Make sure you let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear your thoughts, theories, and opinions on Ashley Trevino and how we can get her off of the internet forever. That's going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.